What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fish Over Tricks Woodworking. My name is Peter, and today we're making a super easy project that you can give as a gift. I'm actually making this one as a gift for my mother, and this project, it is a calendar holder. As you see here, I've got this amazing, very inspirational Seize the Day calendar, and we're making a calendar holder for it. So this is a very easy project. It does not take a lot of wood. This is all scrap wood for me. So let's get into the cut list.
Hey guys, Editor John here. For whatever reason, this video got super overexposed, and no matter how much color correcting I did, I could not seem to fix it. But I still think it's a great video, and the next one will be better. Thanks, guys.
So the first thing we're going to need is a piece of plywood. It does not have to be nice. Clearly this one's got some holes in it. Doesn't have to be nice because you're not really going to see the back of it. It needs to be at least 13 inches wide by 25 inches long because we are using a regular size calendar, which is 1 foot by 2 feet. So this board needs to be just a little bit bigger than that calendar when it's spread open. And then we're going to move on to these pieces. We're going to need 2 of these pieces. Both of them are 5/8 inches thick by 5/8 inches wide, and they are 23.5 inches long. So very thin piece, very small piece. We're going to need 2 of these that are 23.5 inches long, and then you're going to need 1 of these, also 5/8 inches thick by 5/8 inches wide, and this one is 12 3/4 inches long, and then this one is also 12 3/4 inches long, but it is 1.5 inches wide, and again, it is 5/8 inches thick. So that's all you're going to need for this project. Not a ton of wood, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is put this board aside, and we're actually going to make some slits in these. So I've already done it for this one. Basically, you're going to put your table saw blade up 1/4 inch high, and then you're going to set the rip fence to take off just 1 blade's length of material, and you're going to go through there and just take a little bit off, and then you're going to set the blade a little bit further. So now you're taking off 2 blades length of material, and since the blade is 1/8 inch thick, you're going to end up with 2/8 off, so 1/4 inch off of this, and you're basically going to have this little L shape there, and you're going to do that for every single one of these pieces here. I'll show you what that's going to look like after we get those cut. So let's go cut them. Alright, so now we've got all of those cut. So these 3 we cut just like that, but this one we're actually going to want to cut at 3/4 inches high, the blade. So you're going to want to raise the blade up to 3/4 inches to cut this one. So this one's going to have a bigger slit in it, and you'll see why once we get to assembling. So now that you've got that, let's start assembling. Alright, so to assemble this, basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to look at the piece just like this, having the piece there that we ran through the table saw like that. We're going to want to flip it so that bigger gap is down there, and this isn't going to stand up on its own because the part that we're actually going to glue is a lot smaller than the part that we just cut. So we'll keep that there for now. Obviously it'll be fine once we glue it. And then you're going to want to do the same with these ones, placing it just like that. So then the gap is between this board and the top of this piece of wood. And then you're going to want the bigger one on top, and as I said, you'll see why. Obviously that one will be able to stand up because it's got more material there. So yeah. Now that we've got that there, this is basically what it's going to look like in the end once you have it all set up. You're going to want to put these pieces on top, overlapping these longer pieces there. That is very important to make sure that you get the right sizing. So you can probably see here there's a little gap there. So that's where the calendar is actually going to slide in. But how do we actually get the calendar in? Well, we need to cut a little piece off of this. So we're going to go ahead and draw that and cut that out with the jigsaw. So nothing crazy there, just a line, and then it cuts diagonal to kind of go in where the calendar is going to go in. And I did that right above this slit, so the blade should come down to this slit and then go back out. So I'll show you once I get it cut. It'll be easier to understand. Alright, so there's one. Now we're just going to trace that on this side and do that here as well. So now that we've got both of those cut, that's what they're looking like, pretty good. Now let's go ahead and get this assembled. Real quick, before I actually go ahead and glue this up, I'm actually just going to mark right here, and bring this up a little bit. Mark there, and I'm going to cut those two ends off just so this is a little bit smaller. There will still be some overlap, but we'll go over it with the router and we'll flush that out. All right, perfect. There we go. So now let's start assembling. What we're going to do is just glue, as I said, that smaller piece there. So if you have little clamps like I do, that will work very well. If you do not, that is okay. Regular clamps will work fine. You just got to be careful that you're not clamping them down. You want to clamp them standing upright. Shouldn't be a problem, but just something to look out for. Now you don't need a ton of glue because this is a very small glue up, and you don't want the glue to leak into the gap too much, because that would not be good. All right, perfect. And just clamping the edge of this piece, like in the middle here, that'll help it from not tipping forward. All right, it is all clamped up. We're gonna give it like 2 hours to dry, and then we'll come back to it, sand it up, and see how it works.
2 hours later.
All right, so I let that dry for the entire day. That was probably like 8 hours that I ended up laying that dry. So here it is, looking good. Obviously, we got this excess here. So we're gonna go ahead and take the router with a flush trim bit, and we're just gonna go around the entire thing and get it completely squared up like this. We're gonna take all that off. Then we're gonna sand it up and see how it looks. But first, let's go ahead and put the calendar in. See how it does. As I said before, the beautiful inspirational calendar. And here we go. Slide in right there. And then slides up there. And then you can slide it down in that slot. Perfect. Oh man, it's awesome. Yeah, works perfectly. Very happy with that. So as you can see here, it can slide up and down. And then you can tuck this into the bottom. So that is so you can slide it up to change it. So then you can just slide it down, switch the month. Probably have to take it all the way out. Slide it down, switch the month, slide it back up. And the good thing is you only have to do this 12 times in a year because it's only 12 months. So then then you just slide it down just like that, and it stays. So yeah, really happy with it. All right, so let's get this squared up, sand it, and then we'll be done. All right, guys, so here it is. I think it came out really good, nice and soft now. And yeah, so basically just a nice little frame for your calendar. Yeah, great gift to give to people. I'm probably gonna stain this light blue or brown, I don't know yet, and give it to my mom as a present, like I said. But yeah, if you guys make this, please comment down below and let me know what you thought of the build and how it turned out for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, comment down below any other videos you'd like us to make. And as always, we'd be happy to see if we can get those done for you. But until next time, thank you very much for watching.